Hello, everyone. I'm Haley Zagari, and I'm going to be speaking about Cynthia Rylant, who is an award-winning children's book author. A little bit about Cynthia Rylant. She was born June 6, 1954, in West Virginia. Her parents divorced when she was 4 years old, and she solely lives with her mother and grandparents, and never really had a relationship with her dad. Rylant does not recall being read to at all as a child, and does not recall doing any reading herself. There were no libraries, bookstores, or even money to be provided for her to buy books. But she does recall comic books and Nancy Drew. In fact, it wasn't until college she gained interest in books. So, 1975, she earned her bachelor degree at the University of Charleston, and shortly after, she earned her master's in 1976, where she met her husband and they married in 1977. She was working at the library, which was a major influence in her new career. Um, as she was working there, she was definitely influenced in writing and gained a love for children's books, um, which led to 1982, where she published her first book, When I Was Young in the Mountains. She's won several awards. She's won a couple Newbery Medals, a Fine White Dust in 1986, Missing May in 1992. She's also achieved Caldecott Medals, When I Was Young in the Mountains in 1982, The Relatives Came in 1986, and some Best Book of the Year awards. A Kindness in 1988, Soda Jerk in 1990, and a couple of Kooks and Other Stories of Love in 1990. I chose these 5 children's books by Cynthia Rylant. Brownie and Pearl are really great children's books for those pre level 1 readers, and it's really good for ages 4 to 6. Very short stories, very descriptive. And then there's Henry and Mudge and Annie and Snowball, which are the second grade level books. Really cute, and they actually connect with another. Henry is actually Annie's cousin, and they live right next door to another. So there is connection between these books. Something interesting about Cynthia Rylant is that the protagonists she uses in her stories tend to be misfits. And as she refers to herself as someone who always values human beings for being different, she has used her own childhood experience in her stories and as well has used her friends in her stories. She's also even used her dog in many of her stories. And something that I did notice and what I observed is that a lot of her stories do involve child and a pet as best friends. And thank you so much for listening.